Gothic literature is a genre of literature which refers to horror and terror, and which appeared at the end of the 18th century with The Castle of Otranto by Horace Walpole. Gothic literature is characterized by the sinister and gloomy atmosphere, the madness of the characters, the violent and morbid situation. In Gothic literature, there are typical scenery and places such as cemeteries, jails, etc. There are famous authors in Gothic literature like Mary Shelley, Stephen King, Emily Bronte, but it's Edgar Allan Poe who is said to be the master of Gothic literature. Poe was born in 1809. He was abandoned by his father and he lost his mother. The island became his foster parents, but Poe lost a lot of money because of gambling, and few after John Allan cut all of contact with him. Virginia, Poe's cousin, was married to him at the age of 13. Poe died in 1849. Although the causes of his death are rather mysterious, it was probably because of alcoholism. Even if Poe was an alcoholic, he has written a lot of famous poems such as The Raven, or a short story such as the Fall of the House of Usher or The Black Cat. It's the Black Cat we have learned in class. I will explain to you the synopsis of the story. The Black Cat tells the story of an insane who is the narrator. So, the narrator is in jail. He is scheduled to die by hanging the next day. And before his execution, he wants to tell us why he is in prison. He is going to write a story, a white story, which going to be terrifying in spite of Omni. So at the very beginning, the narrator narrates that when he was young, he was very fond of animals and had a great tenderness of heart. So he flashes back. He says in the story he is married and he has a lot of pets, but his favorite is a black cat named Pluto. But the narrator begins to drink and becomes moody, irritable and violent with his pets and with his wife as well. One day he cuts Pluto one's eyes out of his socket, and another day, after the fact that Pluto avoids him, he decides to kill Pluto by hanging. His house catches fire the same night, so it's very strange because an image of a cat with a noose around his neck appears on the one rimmel wall. So the narrator is terrifying and regretful, but just few days, and he begins to drink again. He meets a new cat who resembles Pluto and decides to adopt him. The new cat has a lot of similarity with Pluto. He has one missing eyes and he is black, but not totally because he has a mark of white on his breast. The narrator begins to be afraid by the new cat because a form of gallows appears on the new cat's breast. One day, in the basement, the narrator kills his wife with an axe without humanity because she wanted to prevent him from killing the cats. The cat who missing dropping the narrator. The policeman come and search the house without found anything. They come again and the narrator address them saying it's a good ball. But then they hear a human shriek emanated from the wall. The policeman search and discover the body. But surprisingly, there is the cat on the head of the narrator's wife. The policeman arrests the narrator. But it's very scary because the narrator said that he is sure that he had not walled the cat as well. So it's a very strange and terrifying. And it's the end. We have seen a short movie, which is an adaptation of The Black Cat by Poe. The short movie is directed by Rob Green. In this short movie, the narrator looks like Pluto. He is made up like him, though it's very strange and scary because we can suppose that this story can be true and that Poe was maybe like that. In this short movie, there is a priest. Whereas there is no priest in the Black Cat by Poe. In the story, there is no priest, just the narrator. The priest is wearing red clothes. He doesn't speak. He is here just to listen to the narrator who wants to unburden his soul. The jail is very dark. There is only one window, which looks like a manhole cover. In my opinion, I don't find this adaptation very terrifying. Was the second short movie the class I've seen is more terrifying. But I didn't see the other adaptation because I was absent. But the second adaptation is said to be very gory and very very dark. I don't know, but I suppose. I found the short story The Black Cat very well because it's terrifying, but despite the scary atmosphere, it's not boring. The reader wants to know the end of the story with impatience. It's very good, I think. I found, and The first movie is good, but I don't like very much because it's a very strange adaptation and is not enough scary for me. Uh, it's it's not very well, and I don't see the other adaptations, so I can't tell my opinions. Um, I like this first topic, which is Gothic literature. I found that is a good subject. I like it because I love stories with which are terrifying and surprising, such as The Black Cat by Poe. I like when in a story there are blood, suspense, supernatural events, um, uh, because we are waiting the end with impatience and I hope the next topic will be good as well.